The fog is moving in. The fog. My brother sent me pictures of the fog. The fog of Georgia. There are a lot of songs in Georgia. Georgia on my mind. The devil went down to Georgia. Georgia. The lights went out in Georgia. The night the lights went out in Georgia. There's 3 songs that have Georgia in them. Hi. Hi. Welcome to Eddie's Funhouse. You're back again. You're back again. I put in the caption, tip me, you fool. Everyone's broke until Starbucks. Everyone's broke until they need a pack of cigarettes. Everyone's broke until they need beer. Welcome back. I need to light my candle again. I have a candle that I light every time my show starts. This is a groom-free zone. No grooming allowed here. This is the start. Yes, it is. It's the start of the stream. I have my bell and my whistle. Whistles, my friend. That could get annoying. What? Oh, nice. I'm early. Yes, you are. Yes, I fell asleep as soon as I sat down. I want to get, there's one that has a metal slider, and a ring at the end. I would like one of those. Oh, 10 people. 13. Yep. We're getting there. Amazing purification. Almost sounds like a UFO. We're getting a transmission. Yes, snuggle in. Get ready. We're going to have a little fun. I have a slide whistle. I have a jaw harp. I have a kazoo. I wish I could charge admission. I wish I could, if people don't pay, I could just block them. Block them from the channel if you don't pay. That'll be my intro. This seems easy to play. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Hello, Ava. Ava? Ava. Jam. Jam donut. Donut. Jam donut. 500. Ava McBride. Hey, from Tennessee. I see some Tennessee license plates here in Georgia. I also see like Alabama, Tennessee. Yeah. I think some of the trucks that come through here help all the way. It's Friday. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Hi. I read your hi. It is 3:26 p.m. I remember I was counting down when I was working as a maintenance tech. It's 3 something now. 3:27. I would be off at 5 o'clock and I would start feeling better that I was getting closer and closer to 5 o'clock. And that's when I could finally go home. I could finally stop the anxiety. Stop the anxiety. Go home. Vomino. Especially on Friday. I loved 5 o'clock on a Friday. Then I would go to the Chinese restaurant, all you can eat buffet, and then I would go to a movie. I would watch a movie. I'm trying to think of other places I used to go. I liked Togo's. Togo's was a sandwich place. Togo's had really good pastrami sandwiches. Okay, now I am jam donut. Jam. We be jamon. So my gabapentin should be arriving soon. Gabapentin, my nerve pain medicine for medicinal purposes. I'm curious to see how it's going to affect me. Gabapentin, because my feet have nerve issues after my open heart surgery. I'll be glad to not have those pains anymore in my feet. Just standing up, I brace myself for that pain I'm going to feel. Are you hitting the doing okay? Wine all right? Have you ever seen A Clockwork Orange? Have you seen that movie? Well, in that movie, the guy with the dark hair and the sunglasses and the dark hair and glasses that was picking up the cripple man in his wheelchair, that guy later became Darth Vader. He played Darth Vader. Yes. Pinget Shed. I love these. I guess there are a lot of names that are already taken, so people try to get creative. So they'll have a handle. Mine is Eddie's Funhouse. You can find me by typing in Eddie's Funhouse. Oh, I can reach my Willy Wonka hat. If you look around, if you want to change the world, there's really nothing to it. Come with me and you'll be In a world of pure imagination. That's right. If you truly wish to be. I want to shape this hat to where it doesn't push on my forehead. It's my username. 10 Is that hat signal you're gay? What is this obsession with gay? Lately, people have just been like, are you gay? Maybe they're gay and they're just looking for someone who is gay. Maybe they're gay and they're reaching out to find a gay partner. I like it. You like my stovepipe hat? It's also called a top hat. It's a top hat. And no, there's no rabbit under here. There's just my brain, my skull and my brain. You like it too. Well, thank you. Thank you for liking my hat. This shirt makes me look fat. I think this shirt makes me look fat. I think my face makes me look fat. Fat face. You have a fat face. I think I am. I need to take one of my water pills. One of my furosemide diuretic pill so that I can urinate excessively. That would go well with a Zippo replica, 1935 replica. I wonder how long they've been making Zippo lighters. I think World War II they had them. I think the Korean War. That's how we used to measure time or not measure, but document time was each World War. I don't think there's going to be a World War III. I think there's just going to be a lot of terrorist attacks. DYO. I feel fat today. I feel fat today. Can you be my support group? Oh, honey, you don't look fat. Oh, you're not fat, you're fluffy. There's more of me to love. I'm your overweight lover. Overweight lover, Heavy D. Remember Heavy D? I think that was in the late 80s. I remember hearing about Heavy D. Heavy D. And then there was the Fat Boys. Fat Boys. I like how I stare off in the distance when I'm remembering things. It's just my brain clicks on and I just start staring off into the distance. The 100-yard stare, 1,000-yard stare. That makes me laugh sometimes. People get the 100-yard stare. When you ask them a question, they don't know the answer. Hi there. I light a candle. I've lit a candle. We'll see how long it takes to burn out. This is the kind of wax that doesn't evaporate. Willy Wonka with vegetables oil. That's right, mate. Willy Wonka. I've got me Willy Wonka. Honker. I used to have one of those horns, the kind that the clowns have. I want to get one again, just to irritate people. Walk around and don't say anything, just squeeze the horn. My brother came by today. He helped my mom set up this frame. It's a picture frame that has digital pictures in it. You can watch these digital pictures inside the frame. They had that at the Hard Rock Cafe. When I went to the Hard Rock Cafe in K Street Mall, they had picture frames, but each picture frame was a TV screen, and they would play videos. Ha! What? Chicken butt. Oh, I want to get a more comfortable chair to sit in. I'd love to have a more comfortable chair. This is a lawn chair that I'm sitting in. A chair that I take outside sometimes when the weather permits. I like that it's Friday. Show us. Join us. You wanted to see my chair? Is that it? I should require a tip. I should require a tip when someone asks me to do something, like give a shout out or show you one of the knives in my collection. I should require a tip, like $1 or more. PayPal takes a chunk of that. If ever you transfer funds to a PayPal account, they take a bit of that. That's how they make their money. A transfer fee or whatever, so if you tip me, PayPal gets a cut of my tip. The picture in the picture. Good morrow, good even, and good morrow again. Whosoever thou dost abide upon this spinning sphere. That's right, the spinning sphere. This blue marble. They used to call it a blue marble. There was a show called The Blue Marble when I was a kid. Yes, we are spinning. We are spinning. We are rotating. We are revolving. We are moving through space. Please, I don't have money. Oh, nobody has money until Starbucks. Nobody has money until Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nobody has money until they need some cotton candy. Or I hope I don't sound bitter today. I don't want to sound bitter. Yeah. I have a full Willy Wonka costume. I need to show it. I don't think I've ever shown. No, I did, but not the full costume, the pants and everything, the trousers and the coat and the vest, the hat. I even have that big bow tie that he had. Nobody has money until Pokemon or until the new PS13 or whatever. A new game comes out, a new Grand Theft Auto, whenever a new Grand Theft Auto comes out, suddenly people have money. Or when they need to bail themselves out of jail, suddenly they have money. Wear it, please. Wear it, please. I feel fat today. I don't know what it is. I just feel fat today. Sometimes I don't feel so fat. Sometimes I just snack on my Mike and Ike candy. Is they heart already spoken for, or both it yet go free? That almost sounds poetic. Mike and Ike. I also like Good and Plenty. Have you ever had Good and Plenty? Tastes like black licorice with a candy coat. You know what I liked was going to C's Candy. I think it was called C's Candy. In the mall, there is a store. You walk into the store and they hand you a free piece of candy, and then you wait in line and you can ask for certain type confections. I'm heading out. Bye. Okay. People don't stay. Oh, my friend Tony asked me not to say this name backwards, and I said it. Why not? Naughty. It looks like naughty. Why not? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Isn't that what Alfred Hitchcock used to say? No, he used to say good evening. Alfred Hitchcock presents. It almost sounds like Leave It to Beaver. If you listen to both of those songs. Boom, 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 boom. Good evening. Good evening. You completely ruined my joke. I'm sorry. Coffee, tea, or energy drinks. Sometimes I like all of them, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably want a coffee. Like right now, I'd like a coffee. I like Turkish coffee. You ever had that? Water. The water. She gave me water. I like to eat my Mike and Ike's one at a time. One at a time, please. That's what the scale says. One at a time, please. Or get off, get off. Hey, first time here. Welcome. I'm snacking and answering questions. And occasionally I play an instrument. Some people find this show amusing and intriguing, like watching flies land on a turd. Oh, that reminds me of a joke. These two flies are on a turd. One of them farts, and the other one says, "You mind? I'm trying to eat over here." I just changed my name. It is legible. Thank you for that. What's your favorite sport? I think boxing. I kind of like to watch boxing. But I also like watching mixed martial arts. And also chopping competitions. I guess lumberjacks get together and they have wood chopping competitions. Those are pretty fun. You work for ICE. That's a challenge. That's a challenging job. A lot of they're making the news a lot, the ICE. Sorry. Sorry for what? What are you sorry for? That's usually after you fart. Sorry. How rude of me. My little brother took my phone. Okay. All right. Are we having fun yet? Are we having fun yet? I'm just waiting to be amused. I like when people type in jokes. good jokes. I like even more when people tip me. Just give me a tip because I'm just a good guy. That's why. I'm just a good guy. I put on hats for you. I play instruments for you. I tell you stories. I tell you my memories. Hello, can anyone read this? My chat is being weird. Jesus loves you, and I love you too. That's a good opener. Jesus loves you. Let Jesus love bomb you. Jesus will give you a good love bombing. But then you have to fear Jesus. You have to fear him. Love and fear. Okay. Trying to think of what to have tonight for dinner. Right? We have ham. We should have ham. Or fish. Fish and tots. Fish and chips. No one's saying much of anything. Probably because it's Friday. I don't feel very motivated right now. Usually I feel like I can do a show. Like I can put on a show. You're welcome. It's something or something. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Maybe I'm just demanding. Dig, if you will, a courtyard with oceans of violets and blue. Animals strike curious poses. They feel the heat between me and you. How could you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. You love the recorder. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Eddie. Hello, Alec. G'day, mate. Is this for real? YouTube is no longer wow. Netflix is better than this platform. Hello, coin toss. Head or tail? How much have you ever lost in a coin toss? That was in Old Country, No Country for Old Men. Have you seen that movie? Did you not hear me? We can't give out no information. That was the funniest part of the movie. Did you not hear me? We can't give out no information. The other one was when he says, yeah, how much have you ever lost in a coin toss? He didn't realize he was talking to a psychopath. Yes, I have seen that movie. Have you watched Goodfellas? It's been a while. Yes, I'm Goodfellas. They were going to call it Wise Guys, but somebody already took that title because that's what they called the mob. They called them the Wise Guys. And Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Ray Liotta, wasn't he in there? Yeah. Yes, I have Casino. I have the movie Casino, which is a pretty action-packed movie. No Country for Old Men. That's right. Have you seen John? I've seen Shaun of the Dead. Oh, yeah. I was him for Halloween. Have you? Okay. I just hate that psychopath. They say he was very accurate, that guy. That there is something on your third chin. My third chin? There's whiskers. Okay, hold on. Micro makes a great team, though. Yeah. Pesci. Yeah, they do. Pesci and De Niro. I call him Bobby D. Bobby D. Let's see. Yeah, only I mean Sean. I've seen You Got Red on You. I remember that. I'll stop doing it and you stop laughing. Happy 2026. Yes, I like steak. I like well done. I like mine well done. Steak. I like a New York steak. That's a good one. Hi there. What do you have to play your fuzzy wobbles on? Ed's. No, I'm sorry, Sean. Do you have a dog? I had a dog, but Bingo was not his name-o. Yeah, you'll see my dog. You'll see my dog in my videos. Yeah, look in my videos and you'll see some of Shaggy was his name. Yeah, he passed away a couple of years ago. That's something I don't want to think about anymore. It was a sad, sad time. Happy 2026 was the best new year. You liked it, huh? I want to try steak from States with white mushroom sauce. Mushrooms taste pretty good. If you have them on spaghetti or pizza, mushrooms. Okay, that's enough heart melting. Sorry for your dog. I'll get over it. Or will I? Will I ever get over it? Yeah, I still have some videos on in my video section. They remind me of my dog, of our dog. My mother, it was my mother's dog, but we both took care of Shaggy. You play the flute very nicely. Thank you. The flute of enduring wisdom. That's right. New Year's, happy 2026. This month is almost over. Today is the 23rd already. Yeah. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Maybe we can do New Year's Eve together tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next year. January of this year. We could probably do New Year's Eve if I could stay up that late. Happened. Yes, it did. It's already here. It's like we're in a time warp. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. Listen closely. Not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. You're all expecting super cold weather where you live. That's right, super cold. It's not so much a snowstorm, but an ice storm. It's supposed to get below zero. You know what? Right now, it's not too bad. There's just a little fog, and it was reasonable when my brother and I went outside. I like your hat. Thank you. Thank you for liking my hat. It's very high class. High class. Makes me think of the who are they called? The not Bilderbergs. The Rockefeller. Makes me think of the Rockefellers. In Houston, it's supposed to be 19 degrees. Yeah, it was 19 degrees here one morning. I think it was really early in the morning, and I looked at the online weather, weather report. 19 degrees. I also like your hat. Thank you. I think the gray shirt kills it. I should be wearing a white shirt, button-down white shirt with a little bow tie, so I can look like a rich man. Doobie 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 dum. So we got 3 people here, 7 likes. We're gonna have to break our goal, or break our record. I want to break records this year. I want it to be a record-breaking year. It's supposed to stay below freezing. On Sunday. I was noticing that too. The forecast, just Saturday and Sunday are supposed to be the worst days, and it's supposed to kind of get a little easier for us. My brother brought over a heater, a propane heater, just in case the power goes out. I don't think the power is going to go out because we've already had a lot of power outages. They've already replaced a transformer, and then a tornado came through. So inconvenient. It is. Have you ever burned your finger on? Yes, you got to be careful when this is a Bic lighter, and if you leave your flame on too long, it will start to get very hot. So inconvenient. I agree. Where am I from? I'm from California. That's where I was born. And then my daddy was in the military, so we went from station to station. And then I went back to California. I lived there for a good 17 or 18 years. maybe 19 years. California. And then now Georgia. I guess you could say I'm well traveled. Today. I keep saying that. Today. What about today? Well, it's Friday. It's Friday. Yay. Yay, Friday. I have a happy box. I have my little happy box. Oh, see? Oh, oh. Always have your happy box. It's my box of happiness. Where are you from? I love good old Friday. That's right. You can look forward to Friday. They can't stop Friday from coming. They can't. Sooner or later, Friday will be here. Yeah, I bought 3 little propane heaters. The ones that take 1 pound canisters of propane. They heat up to 95. Yeah. Yeah, we had some heaters. They were on an acetylene tank. I remember they would sit on top of one of those huge, look like a welding tank, and as soon as you turn it on and light it, it would keep an area warm. How old are you, and what is the date you were born? I am 57 years old. 57 years old today. Not much heat, but I just want to keep pipes. Yes, that's the most important. Because if your pipes burst, you can't flush your toilet, you can't wash your hands, you can't flush. Yeah, I just said that, didn't I? Price day by day, Prince day by day. You're 63. Yes, you are. What sign are you, Rodolfo? What sign were you born under? What is the date that you were born? Why do you want to know the date I was born? You're 20. Okay. 420. I've been told I'm 420 friendly. I guess that means I won't refuse a joint. I won't. No puff. Yes, puff, puff, pass. Not just a pass. 420 friendly. That made me laugh. That's creepy. I don't like that when people ask me what year I was born or, details, because you never know what they're going to do with that. God bless. Attack every day with relentless pursuit. I pray that God helps us to guide others to Him and to know His love, much love. Yes, welcome. This is a place of love. We like to share it. I have to take a breath in between verbiage. When I talk, I need to stop and breathe. Otherwise, I'll pass out. You were born in the 60s or 70s. You are correct. I was born in the 60s or 70s. I won't say my sun sign. Oh, you won't say your sun sign. That's okay. I don't want to get too detailed. We don't need to share details. I just get curious sometimes. I like how these dissolve. Mike and Ike. But see above. I won't say my sun sign. I already read that. I have a Taurus rising. Okay. And Taurus moon. Okay. So you're probably born in May or something like that. I think it's April to May is Taurus. Yeah. Taurus. Ruling planet Venus. I'm your Venus. See above. I like how that. See above. Do you want to see more? Do you want to know more? Nope. The north is the sun sign. The month is a sun sign. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know those little details. For the longest time I still am into the zodiac signs. They say that the CIA knows a lot about the zodiac sign. They can tell what kind of crimes you're going to commit based on your zodiac sign. So yeah, your moon. Some people, like astrologers, they know charts and everything. You were kind in the 1962. Oh, you were a kid in 1962? No, I was not a kid. Yeah. Are you picking at me? Are you picking apart so that I'll finally cave in and give you dates and times? They use Libra scale in their baggage, be a badge in their badge. Yeah. The Libra scale for the Central Intelligence. Yes, I think they do. The Central Intelligence Agency. That was formed by George Bush Sr. They did like MK Ultra, a lot of weird stuff. Central Intelligence, yeah. I don't know which is scarier, the FBI, or the CIA. I already read that. You were born in 1960. Okay, that's right. We'll just go with that. Have y'all under the Denver airport? Oh, have I been under? No, I have not been under the Denver airport. Yes, easy to do your own chart. Just look for something called the Freeze online. Eppermees online. I was born in 1957. Wow. 57. Yeah, I was you know what? Have you ever watched Twilight Zone? The black and white Rod Sterling Twilight Zone? You'll see a lot of people from the 50s, the 60s, a lot of the stars before they became really big stars, like Telly Savalas, and I think Charles Bronson was in one of them. No, we only had radio. That's right. Before the television came out, people would huddle around the radio and listen to shows on the radio. All we hear is Radio Gaga. Yeah, that's the evolution of media. The first one was the newspaper, and then there was radio. War of the Worlds, remember that? I seen some of that stuff on Tales from the Crypt. Yeah, Tales from the Crypt. And then there was Tales from the Dark Side. Are you human being? I am a human being. Most of the time I'm a human doing. It existed. There was not Afghan money, Earth King money. Is that a typo? We used to all on opium. We used it all on opium and tobaccos. Yep, opium attack. Opium almost took over China. They would have opium dens. They call it chasing the dragon. Opium. People just lay on their side and smoke opium. Poppies will make them sleep. Do you know when I was born? I do. Oh, if you're asking me, no. I'm going to have to get me some wine. I think maybe tomorrow I'll have to break down and get me some wine. It was great. You were born in 2012? You were? So you're a millennial. I'm known as Generation X. They weren't too sure about Generation X. But look at us now. What? What species are you now? What species am I? No, Gen Z, I think. Hold on a second. Gen Z. I was always told Generation X. Generation Z, I think was, just before, during the 90s, I think that was Generation Z. They also called us the Pepsi generation. My dad is millennial. Okay. I think you were human. You know what? There's a chance. There's a chance I have morphed into something else. I was one time human, but now I have morphed. I have evolved. When I was young, my mother wouldn't allow me to ride a stagecoach alone till I was 14. Wow. Sounds like a good idea. I accept your morph. Thank you. I have morphed. I'm also puffy today. I'm Puff Eddie. Puffy Eddie. I'm the Marshmallow Man. You accept my morph. Do you like Ouija boards and talking to dead human spirits in the abandoned places? I hear that's a bad idea. Because when you open portholes, when you open doors, you let things through. I've always heard that. I've always heard warnings about a Ouija board because it opens a porthole. But some occultists, they know how to protect themselves. How do you open the door? 19 years. Just by talking to spirits, you open a door. Sometimes they're called fairy doors, fairy traps, or portholes. Sometimes you can tell when you're going through a porthole, or Lilith lives in abandoned places already. I've heard of Lilith. She was supposed to be the first woman. She didn't want... See, Lilith was darkness. Adam was light. It depends on which tradition you follow. War of the Worlds. Alien invasion. That's right. What about Baphomet? I look into Baphomet and Abraxas. Baphomet Baphomet. Kind of like Abraxas. He represents duality, represents light and dark. Abraxas is also, he's got the head of a rooster and legs that are snakes. Hey! Yeah, Gnosticism has a lot of a lot of insight into things, like the pleroma. That's their idea of heaven, or where God exists. Baphomet and Hermes Trismegistus, War of the Worlds, Alien Tripod. That was an Orson Welles joke. Orson Welles came on the radio and said that, they were telling a story about an alien invasion, and everyone believed it to be true. What? Black nobility and Jesuit believers, or yeah. And also the Knights Templar, they were persecuted because they believed in Baphomet. Salve, I forget what it's, when he's sitting with his hand like this and his arm down. It represents the unknown and the known, or something like that. I forget what their words were. Order of Malta isn't something else. Isn't that something else? Can I borrow your hair? Well, how long do you need it? You're born in the 90s, buddy. How do you need hair? Also, Freemasonry. That's right. Yeah. Want to rebuild Solomon. When they wanted to rebuild Solomon's temple. Yeah. Are you a hermit or something? I live like a hermit. I don't get it. I like to get out when I can. My funds don't allow me to travel. If I could travel, I would. If I had the funds, I would love to go to Europe. I would love to go to a lot of historic locations, or just amusement parks. Sometimes theme parks, amusement parks. I really like those. That's even higher. Member, you should have a full head of hair. I should have a full head of hair. Do you? I do. I just want to try it. You want to try my hair? If you run out of gas and sleep in a tent, War of the Worlds, Alien Tripod, the mechanical monster. You know what? Have you ever watched Mars Attacks? The movie Mars Attacks. That had some giant robots that the Martians would operate. It's some good hair. You like my hair, huh? It's like a focus now. We're talking about my head of hair. I'm starting to get bald spots, like right here. Starting to get I think that's why people comb their hair forward, to hide their bald spots. A Paul Bunyan. Good movie. I would like to purchase your hair. We'll have to auction it off. But then I need my hair. Your hair is all right. Well, thank you. Better than my hair. Yeah. My hair. Let's talk about my hair. And then there's mujer. Mujer means woman in Spanish. Mujer. And then what was it? There was a word for man. Hombre. Hombre, I think, means man. Wahine in Hawaiian means woman. Kai means man. Keikis are kids. I'm smoking a pipe. Oh, what conditioner do you use? I guess it's a mixture. It's a combination shampoo plus conditioner. I try not to let my hair get too long, because then it becomes something you have to maintain. I think man in Spanish. Maricon. Oh, there's Spanish and then there's Mexican. Mexicans speak Spanish, but not like the Spanish. It's kind of like the Ukraine. They speak Russian and Ukraine. It's kind of, yeah, there's all that going on. What's going on? I used to Head and Shoulders, because it comes with conditioner. Yeah, and it's supposed to stop your dandruff. If you have dandruff, it's supposed to be like a medicine for that. I remember the commercials. They would always, those flakes, get Head and Shoulders. You're back. I'm back. Back and better than ever. Stronger, smarter. And I cleaned the flakes out of the you ever wake up and you got flakes in the corners of your eyes? I think those are dried up tears. Do you ever go into the woods? I go into the woods and do mushrooms. Did you see that The Pick of Destiny, when Jack Black into the forest and starts eating mushrooms, and then he has that Sasquatch hallucination and do mushrooms? Yeah. You don't do mushrooms. Mushrooms do you. You don't do mushrooms. You eat them. I've never experienced mushrooms. And then there's that other stuff, ayahuasca. They say you have to be monitored when you have ayahuasca, when you partake. When I pipe backwards towards my balls. I didn't know I was supposed to go to the other way. I heard Blackjack was Jewish, but my uncles never allowed me to see him. Huh? You are Jewish. Okay. Acid is better. People chew on acid. They would get letters, and the letters would have acid. They would tear off a piece of the paper, or they would lick the paper, and there would be acid on the paper. Tiny hats, big problems. Jack Black doesn't look Jewish. Yeah, he kind of looks Scottish more than anything. I am tiny. I am a tiny hat. Are you Jewish or Yod? You mean Yiddish? Tiny hats are the cause of all our problems. Wasn't that on Tim and Eric and Saturday Night Live? Saturday Night Live stole the idea of tiny hats. From what I heard, both. Or the world's alien tripod has tentacles. Yes, they do. My dad bought a book one time of all the movie posters, the sci-fi movie posters. Those are kind of fun to look at. Tiny hats are the solution to all of our problems. So is alcohol. They say alcohol is the cause of and the solution to all of life's problems. Would be better if there were no more tiny hats. Mustache Man was right all along. Who knew? Tiny hats. So all the scandals look the same. All the Hasdicks. What are hod sticks? I don't know what that is. Okay, tiny watchers. Watchers. That's in the Necronomicon. You ever read the Necronomicon? They talk about the watchers. Also, the book of Enoch talks about the watchers. The watchers, the ancient ones, the elder gods, you know. That's Babylonian. World would be better if the people who hate tiny hats shut up. Jewish and proud. The Jewish mystics with cloaks and curls and bigger haze. They were called sages. They are having an argument. Hats. I wrote the book of, I don't know what that is. Man read my name. Enoch. Are you War of the Worlds? You keep saying that. Are you? That's called. What is that called? It's something I hate. Spamming. That's like spamming when you keep typing in the same. Did you copy and paste? That's annoying. Annoying is spelled with two N's, right? Annoying, because it's annoying. I think I need a break. I've been doing this for an hour with an H. Can I borrow your door? Got eaten. You know, your door was eaten. There's fever in my pipe jam. What's fever? Fever. Oh, reefer, fever in your pipe jam. That's called the Empire from Star Wars, I think. And yes, it's annoying. It's very relatable. Are your door hinges made of brass? You can say that, yes. They're kind of shiny like brass. I think all door hinges, most of the time when I had to hang a door, the hinges were brass. Kosh came to eat my door. Cassaw. There's reefer in my pipe, John. Pipe in my mind, John. Reefer in my mind. The castable brass. A castable brass, probably. Just asking. I'm not gonna melt them. Brass. They used to melt coins. That's why they started laminating the coins, because people would scrape off. That's why they have those ridges on the coins. People would scrape off bits of. They would scrape off silver. I don't know why. You've got silver, but it's spelt. I'm getting tired. I need a break. It's spelled Casso. Cassoh. Okay. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow. Hello? Like I said, I'm going to go lay down. I'm feeling a little like I need to lay down. They would retrieve the scraped off silver bits. Yes, they would. Good night. Watching from NC State Prison. New York City from prison. Well, welcome to Eddie's Funhouse. I hope you're having a better day. That's all we can hope for, is a better day. Until then, au revoir, mon frère. Au revoir, mon frère.